Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Welcome back to another episode of the Justin Dunn Podcast. With me today, I got a special guest. My man T. Will finally in the house. What's up, Five? How you doing, man?
Thanks for having me, brother. It's a huge honor, just to be here with you.
For sure.
I'm excited. Let's get it going.
I'm glad you finally came on, man. I know you big time. It's kind of hard to reach. You had to go through a couple people.
Come on now, I know you. Look, I know you remember when I first got here on campus. What, 3 years ago?
3 years ago.
3 years ago, man. Enrolling early, man. Coming in and took me under your wing. So hey, it's an honor. Nothing. I wouldn't mind it for you.
Oh yeah, it's been crazy to see you grow, man. You out here balling and stuff now. Man.
Hey, a lot of time to pass, dog. A lot of time. In Aggie land, man, they'll take you in and time just flies by.
For sure, man. So what I want to do today is flashback a little bit, man. Kind of talk about your early college career, a little bit about high school too. Give people the opportunity to get to know you a little bit better. Yeah. And then we got a couple of questions regarding some people on the team. You being one of the leaders on the team, I think you can weigh in on that a lot.
I got you.
And then a couple more topics I want to hear you discuss, some NFL stuff too.
Yeah, that's cool. That's perfect.
For sure, man. So let's flashback, man. So I remember when you were in high school, when you were in high school, did you keep up with recruiting a bunch?
Yeah, I was pretty big on.
So when I was a senior, I kept up with my whole class, and like I used to do a bunch of research about all the top players in the country and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Just be educated.
Oh yeah, for sure. So when I came to A&M, my freshman year, I still did a little bit of that. My sophomore year, like stopped, right? Yeah. And so like now, I don't do no recruiting at all.
Yeah, I see what you said.
So my freshman year here, and this was when you were a senior in high school. I remember it was during the season whenever you decommitted from TCU, because I remember somebody had posted it and they were like, "This dude might be an Aggie in the future. Y'all have to look out for it." And so somebody posted your film, and I'm sitting in history class. I still remember this, bro. Yeah. I was sitting in history class with it was me, Kendall Bussey, Eric McCoy, and somebody else. Yeah, we sitting in there, and I was like, "Who's this little dude right here, bro?"
Little dude. Huh?
We pulled up your film. We pulled up your film, started watching. I was like, "Ooh, that boy got some juice to him." Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so it was just crazy, man, to see like where you come from that point. I didn't even know you at that point. Yeah. And then you came in on campus, and I mean, what was that like for you? First off, going through that process, you were committed to TCU, correct? Yeah. And why'd you decommit? Man,
it just starting off, man. The high school process, it's an interesting process because that's the first time really in your life when it's like you're in the driver's seat and you can pick wherever you want to go. You can pick, wherever your life is going to go. And you had so many options, thank God, I was blessed to have so many options where I can choose from. And it was just different avenues that I can go down. But, initially I was down there with TCU, and TCU was really what I liked. It was my strong suit. I was going up there a lot and just really got accustomed to the coaching staff and, how they did things up there. And, it was just, I felt real heavy with them. But, and then A&M came in. I mean, A&M was always in the picture, but A&M really came into the picture, like, heavily late. And, they was like, just take your official visit down here and, see more what we have to offer, academically and just see the traditions and everything that we have here. And I came here on an official visit, man, and I was blown away, and I was so.
So you decommitted after the official visit? Yeah. Was TCU mad you took the official, though?
Huh?
Was TCU mad you took the official?
Yeah, TCU was I'm not even saying like they were kind of butthurt that I took the official, man. Because I'm sure they knew that.
Did you tell them, or you just kind of kept it off the radar?
Nah, I mean, I told them, I'm a pretty straight up guy. I don't want to hide anything. But yeah, I told them I was going to take this official visit and see how things go. And it worked out. The rest is history. Now I'm here.
So you committed to A&M when? Because you enrolled in January. When did you commit?
I committed.
It was late, wasn't
it? It was week 1 of our playoffs.
Okay, so it was like
it was the first playoff game.
So like November?
I committed. Yeah, it was late November. Yeah, I committed during the warm up and do a little podcast type deal.
Okay.
It was an interesting thing that I did, but I committed then, and ever since then it's history.
Okay, and so then you ended up coming on campus 2 months later.
Yeah.
What was that transition process like for you enrolling early?
Man, that was actually a life-altering situation.
Because you supposed to still be in high school.
I was supposed to still be in high school. Yeah. So in that situation, I was forced to grow up immediately. And just growing up and then coming here and then having to, grow accustomed to something completely new, basically being on your own. Right. But, you guys, like I said, you guys made it so much easier for me. Y'all already been here. Y'all already knew what was going on. So y'all took me under your wing and really just showed me the ropes. And then I would just just doing the way. Y'all was paving the way for me, and I was just, staying in line, doing what I had to do, and everything worked out.
For sure. So I remember your freshman year, when you first got here in the spring, I was still playing safety at the time, back there lurking around. And so during spring ball, I remember Coach Joseph used to tell us, Cause you remember when y'all used to get 2x2 like to the field, and y'all used to flare the running back out. And so anytime we rolled down on number 2, he would always say, if any of the running backs flaring out, they're not gonna throw it to him. Yeah. But it's like if 5 go out there, he said, y'all need to keep your eyes on that. He said they'll throw that ball to him out there. And I mean, you were just making all kind of plays when you got here on campus. Yeah. Everybody knew you were gonna be a guy. And so you had a breakout freshman year. You kind of burst onto the scene, became like a superstar.
Man. Come on now.
And so, I mean, what was that freshman year like for you, first off?
You know, it just started off, you know, when I came in, you know, I just wanted to be, I didn't want to just be another guy. I didn't want to just be a freshman. You know, I always knew that, you know, anybody can be that guy, whether it was a freshman, a senior, no matter who it was. And I want to be that guy. I want to be a difference maker. And I want to be, you know, a memorable impact on this university. You know, I just came in, I want to, you know, let my mark be known and contribute to the team in any way possible that I could. And, you know, I just grinded my butt off throughout the offseason and went out there and did big things.
For sure. So big freshman year, you ran for 1,000.
Yeah.
Sophomore year, you know, some people said you kind of took a step back. You faced some criticism. Do you feel like you had a disappointing sophomore year?
Yeah, I mean, I understand that, you know, some things happened, and you know, it was the sophomore slump, as they say. But you know, some things that happened, and you know, it was unfortunate, but you know, it did happen, and didn't have the best season that I wanted to have. But you know, after the sophomore season, I made up in my mind that I'm gonna grind even harder, so that I can go out there and have a stellar junior season. You know, I did everything possibly that I could to go out there and be the best that I can be. You know, junior year for my teammates and for myself, and I feel like I'm doing pretty good right now.
Oh, yeah. So let's stay right there for a little bit. Hold on. Hydrated. Let's stay right there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Every player I've had on the show, I keep forgetting to ask them this question, though. People want to hear about it.
Yeah.
The UCLA game last year.
Man.
Okay. Or was it 2 years ago? No, last year.
It was last year.
Yeah, at UCLA. What was that experience like for you, man? Because for me, it was extremely disappointing. I mean, you had a hell of a first half.
I can't even.
Second half came out. I mean, we were just really dominating the ball for 3.5 quarters. And I mean, for me, it was just really, really embarrassing, you know, to get on, especially we got on social media after the game. I know you're not supposed to look, but I'm looking, I'm like, damn, people are clowning us.
It's hard not to look.
Yeah.
It was, wow. Like,
is that the most embarrassing game you've been a part of?
I mean, I don't want to say embarrassing, but it's just, I mean, yeah, it was embarrassing, man, because you put in the work and you build such a great margin of just lead you had. We had such a big lead, and then you know, it just went downhill fast, and that really hurt us, and that really put a bad mark on our program at that moment. But I mean, it happened, and nothing we can do about it after that.
So your first 2 years here, you shared the backfield with a brother named Keith Ford.
Keith Ford, oh man. Keith Ford.
So when I had Nick Starkle on here last week, we told a little Keith Ford story. I said that, you know, Keith Ford once came up to me and said that the only way you can stop global warming is another Cold War. First off, do you believe he said that?
Cold War.
You believe he said that? And
yes, I know he said that. That's some Keith Ford stuff.
Yeah, when I got off the show, I sent that to Kwame first, and Kwame said, yeah, he said that, bro.
Yeah, he said that. No. It was one situation. We went and watched some movie. I forgot what movie it was. I forgot. It was not when you don't remember the movie when it was like a war happening and the dudes was coming down off a little wall or something like that. Man, and he was like, man, y'all don't even understand it. I remember smelling it. I remember smelling the body.
Because he was in Japan.
Yeah, because he was in Japan. Like, come on, Keith.
Yo, Keith act like he has an experience to have to do with everything.
Exactly, man. Golly.
He's a wild dude, bro. Did you learn a lot from Keith, though?
I mean, yeah. I learned a lot from Keith, man. And it's crazy because when Keith was here, you know, Keith was previously at Oklahoma. So he was previously with Coach Smitty and that whole staff. And he always told us about, hey, man, how hard these workouts were and how hard everything, you know, was when he was at Oklahoma and how good, you know, how good a shape it got them in. And we was like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we hear you.
Man, whatever, bro.
And now that Oklahoma staff is here and all the stuff that he was saying was actually true. You know, all the stuff that he was saying about, you know, the hard work and the weightlifting and the hard conditioning and all that, that's true. Now that we got there. So now I see that Keith was not lying.
Yeah.
So.
How do you feel now being one of the older guys in the program, man? Because I remember being around you and you were one of the young cats then. But now it's like, man, you a leader around there. Guys look up to you. What is it like?
It's honestly, it's like the blink of an eye. Like, I can literally remember when I first walked on campus and then I snap of a finger, like I'm here now. Like I'm a leader on this team, a captain on this team.
Old head,
I'm an upperclassman, old head, man. It's like, where does the time go? And it's just, you know, just glad that I can be in this situation, and just time flies by.
Absolutely, man. So, Javorsky Lane, I know y'all probably can't weigh in on this too much. Javorsky Lane on Twitter talking crazy about, like, you know, we don't have any talented guys on the team and whatnot. And I brought this up with Kiki. We talked about it a little bit. But, I mean, I've noticed a lot of talented guys.
Yeah.
That running back room specifically.
Oh, yeah.
Jay-Sean Corbin. How excited are you about that dude right there?
Man, I'm extremely excited about him. You know, when he first came in on campus, you know, I knew immediately that he had a special talent. He's one of those guys that's willing to do whatever it takes to be successful, and he's a guy that doesn't, you know, doesn't do anything that's wrong, basically. And he does everything that's right, and he's willing to do, you know, what it takes, and he's just so smooth, man. He's a guy that the game just comes to him easily, and he's natural out there, and he just has fun.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. So, one thing I've been noticing, bro, every single game, I swear, every time you make a play, when I'm watching on TV or something like that, they always bring up the Hurricane Harvey thing, bro. And I'm like, man, what was the situation like, man? Because, like, I mean, obviously your family went through it. Yeah. You were getting ready for a game, right?
Yeah, it was UCLA.
UCLA, right? UCLA. And so, I mean, how much stress was on you in that moment, and what was that situation like?
Man, that was a tough situation. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you, because you know, I was at the moment, you know, I was first, you know, growing into the captain situation. Right. So basically managing the team and being the best captain, the best leader I can possibly be, and getting ready for the game. At the same time, still dealing with school, and then while dealing with the whole situation back home. And it was a big-time hurricane that came through Houston. And unfortunately, you know, my neighborhood and my, you know, subdivision got hit the worst, you know, out of the whole city of Houston. And it was kind of detrimental, you know, dealing with knowing the fact that your family was back home, you know, struggling in the situation and dealing with all that. But it was a hard situation to deal with. You know, I got through it. You know, I stayed prayed up and stayed, you know, going to my God. But it was tough. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I got through it though.
Yeah, it's a tough balance, man. I know that I know Coach Sumlin, one thing he always preached was being where your feet are. Yeah. And, like, you know, when you come to work, you leave your problems somewhere else. But it's just tough, man, like, especially with your family. If your family is involved in it, man, you worried about them back home. And, like, I don't know, tough situation. I feel like a lot of people don't really give us enough credit for situations like that. Cause we got so much to balance out. You got school, football, and then you got stuff happening at home. You gotta balance all that out.
When people look at us, they just see that, you know, we have football, and we have an education, and that's all that we need. But, you know, they don't understand that we're human beings too. You know, we have a life outside of football, and we have family as well, and we have a personal life as well. So, just something we got to deal with.
All right, so let's move on, man. This is the mailbag. We do this every single.
The mailbag. So these are questions from the fans.
Questions from the fans they sent in. So before, let me flash back to a couple of questions we've asked in the past, and I want you to see if you can second them or would you give different answers. All right. So I asked Otaro Alaka, who has the worst swag on the team. OT said that Keith McGee by far had the worst swag. Do you agree with that, or you would take somebody else?
Keith McGee ain't it, but man, I want to say Dalen so bad, but Dalen been stepping up lately.
Dalen has.
Dalen been stepping up. You see him in his ring.
The ring,
man. I'm like, hold up, Dalen coming. Dalen getting a little swagger with himself.
Yeah.
Man, I'll probably still say Dalen. Dalen, he on the come up. He on the come up. I love you, Dalen.
Dalen advanced it, but where he was not it.
Where he was just, like OT said, somebody need to grab that book.
And say, this
is not it.
Okay, we also asked OT who has the worst tattoos on the team. He said Jordan Moore. Okay, he said Jordan Moore has Grand Theft Auto tattoos like CJ.
Retweet.
Yo, retweet down.
Up, down, left, right, square. It's tattoos. It's a cheat code, by the way. Oh, dude.
Okay, and then we said who has the best tattoo. Who you say has the best? He said Anthony Hines had the best. Anthony Hines got the little tribal.
Oh yeah, and got the tribal, man. Yeah, I probably say Ant.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll be biased, so I say myself, but Ant got the. I like the tribal.
You got any new tats? You been having the same ones?
Nah, man. I've been out the game for a while now.
Your last one was that leg one, huh? Or you got something else after that?
I got that one. My last one was the Only the strong survive on my shoulder.
Okay, yeah. I got you. Okay, so we asked Nick Starkle who's the weirdest person you've been around. I said Keith Ford. He said the specialist. Okay, and so who do you think the weirdest players you've been around?
Oh man, specialist. Yeah, I said specialist.
It's a weird group of dudes right there.
Braden man is my roommate, so I can understand Braden. I understand Braden.
Yeah. But see, Braden he more of one of the normal.
Yeah, more normal. Yeah. But when they all together,
they get to cutting up.
Drew and Seth and Pagel and all of them, they get to doing their thing, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so we asked Kiki who is the best and worst singer on the team. He said the best singer is Cam Ori.
Cam Moore.
He said the worst singer is Otaro Alaka. He said OT think he got it, but he ain't
unanimously. Unanimous. OT, it ain't it. Hey, OT, listen. It ain't it, brother. Ain't it.
Hey, somebody need to tell him, brother.
It ain't it, OT.
I've been telling him for the longest, brother. I bet he don't want to listen to me.
Wow, man.
Okay, we asked Kiki who are the best and worst basketball players on the team. Kiki said it's himself. And he said the worst, he said it's a dude that's not even on the team no more, but Kima Severin. He said he seen Kima play one time. He said Kima ain't it.
Where the camera at?
Camera right over there, brother.
Kima. Kima. You just wasn't it, brother. Sorry. You wasn't it. Hey, but Braden, believe it or not, man, Braden is a hooper. Braden is a hooper.
Bro, I heard Braden told me one time that him and the other specialists had a rec basketball team. They was out there hooping.
Yeah, the little intramural league.
They was out there getting buckets.
Man, they won the whole thing.
Okay. Now, hold on, Kiki might have been lying there.
No. Okay. Hey, watch out.
Braden getting buckets.
Braden be getting buckets.
Okay. Well,
and we got a freshman named Jeremiah. Jeremiah, he real
nice.
Real good hooper, man. He had the opportunity of playing basketball.
What about any of the receivers? Any of the receivers play?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Cause if I looked at like Buck, I think Buck could be able to hoop.
Buck at the hooper, bro. I think it's some hoopers in there, but there ain't nobody that I just know that jump off the sheet.
Yeah. Already. But did you know that Big Eric could hoop, bro?
Hey, McCoy.
I played against Eric McCoy in high school. He was
Big E.
Big E was in that middle.
Yeah.
Pounding that thing, bro. Power dribble.
Oh, dead.
All right, so let me see. Then that's all the questions we asked them. Oh, I asked OT about the eating contest. He said Dalen won the eating contest.
Unanimously.
Okay, so then new questions. A fan wanted to know who was the best player that you played against in high school.
In high school.
Best player you played against. It can be offense or defense.
Man, best player. Probably Dakota Allen.
You played against him?
Man, we went to Summer Creek. I was a freshman. I remember my first year of varsity.
Yeah.
Freshman. And I went out there on a screen route.
It's
my first time ever. I seen a linebacker sniff out a screen route. Man, I catch the ball, turn around, whap. That boy hurt. Oh, man.
He was a couple years older than you, huh?
He's 2 years older than me.
So you said he was a junior, you was a freshman?
Yes.
Trying to pick on a little freshman.
Trying to pick on a youngin.
Man.
Yeah.
We wouldn't do that now, though. So.
Nah. He ain't gonna catch me slipping.
It's a whole different breed now. Got a little muscle on him now.
He ain't gonna catch me slipping.
That's live, bro. Oh, tell me this, bro. The whole little cane walk, the pimp walk everybody talk about. Man. Was that planned out or you just kind of...
It was one of them things in the moment. You feeling it. See, give me that cane.
See, the thing was, too, when I was in the game, I didn't even think you were doing like a pimp walk with a cane. I thought you were just strutting.
Yeah, no, and the thing was, I mean, it wasn't like a pimp walk.
That's what I thought.
It wasn't a cane or anything. It's just the media portrayed
exactly.
To be.
And so
I was just walking, just having a little swagger with your walk. Cause I was feeling myself. It was in the moment.
Yeah, they talking about Miami got the turnover chain, A&M got the pimp cane. I was like, I didn't know it was a pimp cane.
I didn't know it was a pimp cane either. Tell me something I don't know.
I bet, yeah, that's it. Okay, so who do you think the best player you played against in college? Played against in college?
Jamal Adams.
Jamal Adams. He was out there.
Unanimously, Jamal Adams. Talk about a guy that's so talented, and then it's hard to play a guy that's extremely talented and disciplined and has a high football IQ.
Right.
Oh, he's one of the guys that I feel like it's so hard to make him miss, and he was at the right place at the right time, and
right.
It's just everything. Ask C. Kirk. C. Kirk can take me. Jamal Adams was real.
Yeah, real dude. Okay. So tell me this. Let me see. This is kind of a funny question. If you had to lock one of your teammates in a room with a caged animal,
oh man,
and you had to bet money he'd come out alive,
Landfair.
Landfair.
Yeah, Landfair. Landfair. Come on now. Landfair is one with nature. Landfair is one with nature. Brother Nature, Landfair.
Okay, now see, I might take a different approach. I might say
put him in there with a hog. He coming out.
I might say Braden White. I think Braden White might fight the animal to death.
Braden White come out. He liable to teach that animal 2 languages, and animal come out in the suit.
This is another funny question, bro. So, who has the worst game on the team? So, say you were betting this man, you got $1,000 online, that he is not about to go and get this girl's number. Who would you have no problem putting money against?
Oh, man, that he not gonna get this.
That he is not. You got no problem putting money against him. He's not gonna do it.
Or that he's scared to do it, or
he just ain't got the game. But
he can't acclimate the right words.
He can't put the words together to
win that woman.
He ain't smooth enough.
I'll give you a couple of guys, actually.
Couple of guys.
Let's see. Let's start off. They just can't get it done. Just won't get it done.
They just won't get it done, brother. What you got?
You gonna laugh at us. Ronnie Elam. Hey, I love you, Ronnie. Hey, I don't know. I say Ronnie probably be out here.
Okay.
He probably be getting them.
He probably get a couple of them done.
He probably get a couple of them done. Nah, but I'd probably say Lil Bart.
Lil Bart.
We got a lineman. Freshman lineman. Bart. Yeah,
he ain't getting it done.
I'd probably say he wasn't getting it. I love you, Bart, man. He probably ain't getting it done, man. It's just hey, man, my teammates gonna hate me after this.
Oh, man.
I love y'all, though.
Man.
It's all jokes. It's all jokes.
All right, tell me this. Who has the funkiest locker on the team? I know a couple guys would have said Key Ford last year or the year before. Who do you think this year got the funkiest locker on the team?
The funkiest locker. You talking about the locker just stay the wildest.
I'm talking about you don't want to walk past that thing, but the thing might smell like some. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't know. Probably
Or if there's nobody stand out, you know, ain't nobody really stand out.
Ain't nobody that really just stand out. There's a lot of guys that have messy lockers, but
right.
Believe ain't nobody on the Keep Forward stage. Ain't nobody.
It's a whole different breed right there,
yeah,
bro.
Ain't nobody just no outliers.
For sure, bro.
Yeah, luckily, we good. That's a good thing.
Got it cleaned up.
Got it cleaned up.
All right, so tell me this. This is kind of a more serious question. Who has been the most influential person in your life?
My whole life.
Your whole life. Who's been the most influential person?
My dad. Well, yeah, my dad.
Okay.
Kevin Davis.
Okay.
Definitely been the most influential guy, and he showed me right from wrong. You know, he led me to Christ and really just paved the way for me. You know, showed me, you know, what's right and what's not. You know, showed me how to be a man and how to have good morals and everything. So I definitely say him.
Absolutely, man. Okay, so I want to hear you talk about this one too, the Le'Veon Bell situation, man. So I brought a lot of guys on the show, and I asked almost everybody about the situation. I asked Kiki about it. I asked Nick Starkle. I asked I asked Braden about it. But I want to hear from a running back's perspective. Yeah, the Le'Veon Bell situation. Le'Veon is sitting out right now, not taking part in any team workouts, and he's not playing with the team right now. Yeah. You know the situation, right?
Yeah.
They were going to franchise tag him for the second year in a row. He wanted a bigger contract and wanted money for himself. What is your take on the situation?
Le'Veon, basically, he wants a long-term deal. Right. You know, he honestly at this point he cares about the money. He does, but at the same time he doesn't. He wants a long-term deal. He loves the game of football,
which he deserves,
and he knows that with the running back position, he wants a long-term deal basically, so he can lock himself in basically. Right. And he said, I'll decide and I'll choose to sit out this 1 year because it's all about touches. You know, the NFL and how they're acclimated, how they do things, the more touches they give, you know, to these guys, and you know how the Steelers gave him a numerous amount of touches. If he was to play this year and they're going to give him all those touches, he won't see that contract, that long-time contract that he wants because I feel like his value is going down and his worth is going down because of all the touches.
Because you seen what happened with Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas tried to sit out, and then people talking about, oh, he's not a team dude, he's not a team player.
Exactly.
And so he come back. He came back and played and got hurt. Exactly. And so Le'Veon, you know, he tweeted out at him or he posted on Instagram, whatever. Yeah. And he said, I keep being the bad dude in the situation.
Yeah.
And so But now, I mean, you kind of see the situation changing up for him. And James Conner, you know, who was his backup running back, is now, you know, he's becoming the dude over there. People are saying that the Steelers might, you know, trade him or release him or whatever it may be. You think he's kind of messing up his own situation?
I wouldn't say, I mean, it's just a situation, but if you really want what you say you want, you gotta stick to what you're doing, and obviously this is what he's doing, and he wants us to work out for him, and it'll work out for him in the end. But he'll get to a place that they'll pay him what he wants and give him that learn something deal that he wants. So he wants to play football.
Absolutely. So last question for you, man. I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah.
When I kind of look at your story and look at how you've progressed since you've been here, the one thing I'm taking away from it is this: you know, you had the kind of sophomore slump that you said.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to run into that adversity before you can blossom into what you truly are.
Yeah.
And you've had a hell of a year this year. Okay. In my opinion, I think you're one of the best in the country. Now, people, they're not really giving you the props for it. Some of them are. You lead the SEC in rushing right now.
Rushing, all-purpose touchdowns.
Absolutely.
Just can't get.
And I've seen you grow, man. Do you feel like you are the best running back in the country?
I mean, I'm always be biased. Yeah, I definitely. I feel like I am. You know, I work my butt off throughout the offseason with my teammates, and I have the right group of guys around me, phenomenal offensive line. And I feel like I'm doing all the right things. You know, lead the SEC in rushing and on purpose and touchdown. And I definitely feel like I'm doing the right things that I should be, you know, at least in the conversation.
Absolutely.
And, you know, I'm not one of those guys that just need that, you know.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you know, I'm doing what I need to do, and I'm going to just keep grinding and being the best that I can be.
Right.
If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I just know I'm coming to work every day and be the best I can be for my teammates so we can go out there and win ball games.
Absolutely, man. That's another thing I applaud you for, too. I ain't heard you speak on it much. You know, you just go out there, let your play do the talking for you, man. And that's the kind of dude you've been since I've known you, man. So I really appreciate that. I know your teams appreciate that, too, man. And I appreciate having you on, man. I appreciate you finally coming on the show.
Appreciate you for having me, brother. I've been seeing y'all have a lot of fun on here, man. So I've been itching to get the opportunity to come on here. So I'm glad that you had me, brother. Appreciate it.
We got to get you back on sometime.
Oh, yeah, most definitely, man. Just give me a call. You know I'm right here.
For sure, man. For sure. You're not going to change the number on me,
are you? Nah, I ain't going to change the number, man.
And once you hit 1,500, brother, they say different.
Nah, come on, man. Come on, man. I'm staying true to myself, staying true to my guys.
Already, bro. Already.
I got you.
I appreciate you guys for listening in. If you guys are watching this right now on YouTube, leave a comment, subscribe to the page. If you guys are listening to this right now on iTunes, leave us a review. We need the reviews, man. We're trying to eat out here. You already know what it is.
Most definitely.
Man, T-Will, what is your name on Twitter and Instagram so people can follow you?
On Twitter, I am Trayveon W, Trayveon W. Okay. And on Instagram, I'm Trey_Gods_child.
Trey's so go follow. Hey, go follow my man. He already got 100,000 followers, so he don't really need it. You need to be giving us a shout out, but you already know what it is, man. Appreciate you guys for listening in. You guys be sure to tune in next week. We got a couple more big time guests, including a guy that y'all been requesting for so long. Finally got him coming on the show. I ain't gonna release it just yet,
Okay.
But it's a guy they've been requesting for a long time. So you guys be sure to check that out. Be sure to keep sending in questions to the podcast page, whether it's on Twitter, Instagram, or even on YouTube. Leave a comment, man. Anything y'all want to hear discussed on the show, or any person you would like to hear on the show, man.
Sounds good, man.
Trayveon, I appreciate coming on, man.
Appreciate it, brother. Thanks
no problem, brother. No problem. All right, guys. Peace. For sure. Yeah, nice and smooth right there, wasn't it, bro?